I feel like I have just received the best emotional stimulus package ever. And I'm going to use this, and I'm going to facilitate this all over the world. This is positive thinking. This is perception. This is growth. This is empowerment. This is everything that we need.
Our minds are positive, and we are on our way as SOMOs.
After attending this, I feel like I actually have something to relate to. You know, everybody had their own stories and whatnot, but I feel like me, what I'm trying to do, this is really effective for me. What I learned was that, you know, it's not what I learned, it's what I've been encouraged to do.
Yeah.
And so, like, I always knew that, well, whatever you believe is what you want to do. And if you stop yourself, then you just stop yourself altogether. But if you keep going, then you're going to do it regardless. So just, you know, big encouragement, you know.
The lab was inspiring, inspirational, and definitely motivating. It showed me how I can change my perspective, allowing me to influence others.
I enjoyed myself today. This was great. It was timely. It's perfect. I love the part about the conditioned learning and how we think. I'm loving this SOMO Leadership Lab coming here to Cleveland. I want it to be larger than other entities like Facebook because I think it can be contagious here in Cleveland. So this is perfect. I'm with you guys. I love it. I'm part of it, and I want to help.
This is the 30th Learning Lab we've done. 25 of them have been since February of this year. In Cleveland. Reaching close to 1,000 people, Clevelanders.
So positive psychology literally is the scientific study of success, the scientific study of happiness and well-being. And every single one of us, no matter what kind of stuff we have going on, we all have stuff, right? We all have stuff. We also all have strengths. We also all have talents. We also all have skills. So there's a question of, can psychology, instead of only focusing on the deficits, can psychology also focus on the strengths and the opportunities and help people using those strengths, help people using those very things that they are best at?
Just thinking positive thoughts, which is what I don't like about that article, is that it talks just about positive thinking. And yes, that's important, but it's more about being. It's about being. It's about being with each other. It's about knowing who I am. It's about connection with myself first, and then with other people in my life. It's myself first, and that's what SOMO leadership is about, is I am a SOMO leader. I will make myself better, and when I make myself better, I will influence the people that I love.
We're going to give you a snippet. It's really about connection, positive psychology. Connection with yourself first, and then with other people. So how are you? And usually the answers are
Great, fine.
Great, occasionally great, fine, good, right? Empty kind of answers. So if I asked you in this moment, because SOMO leadership is about social and emotional leadership and social and emotional intelligence. So think for yourself right now as a word, a feeling more specific than fine or good to describe what's going on with you in this moment. We have more language to describe what's wrong than we do to have what's right. But the idea is that we're in a new evolutionary era today, and that it's not about survival of the fittest anymore, that it's not for me to win, you need to lose. The game is different. The game is that when I win and Scott, you win at the same time. That's what business is about these days. Even seeing this word change up here, you know, what does that spark for you? Is that an opportunity or is that a threat?
Regardless, even if we know what the change is, right? It's just the word and what it represents, evokes that trigger in our brains. And so much of what positive psychology has to offer is supporting us in taking the road less traveled, so to speak, and choosing opportunity, or what opportunity represents in that moment.
Now the research shows that people who are more positive, however you want to define that, but people who are thinking this way live longer, have better relationships, have less heart disease, have more successful job careers, make more money than the ones that don't. When you feel good, when you're doing things that make you joyful, happy, well, then you're getting more of what you want in life and in the world. And this is why we're running these labs in Cleveland, because this is very powerful knowledge. We can all do things that make us feel good.
When we feel one of those emotions, literally what happens, has been shown in brain scans, is that our brains open, as do our hearts. And when our brains open, literally, our eyes, this has been shown in study after study, our eyes see more than we could have seen otherwise. And when we see more, we actually see what? We see more opportunity. Because suddenly, if you were like this and you're walking down the street and Scott passes you, are you going to see Scott? No way. If you literally are in it has been shown, if you're in a good mood and your eyes are open, you will see everybody who walks past you. So now you have an opportunity to see Scott. Maybe he's got a business opportunity for you and you didn't realize. So there's literally science behind why we want to feel more joy in our lives, why we want to experience more interest. So a question for all of you, just to kind of get us thinking about this stuff, is this week, what's one moment that you had where you experienced joy?
We have to believe it's possible in order for it to actually manifest here. And not in a time future. It has to be right here, right now.